Quick here, quick. Down back.
I've always wanted to play for the U.S. There's never really a question about it. The Irish passport rather, is great to have, you know, for future reasons, you know, if something may come up. But I've always wanted to play for the U.S. I've lived here all my life, grown up here, so that was always first choice. In the beginning it was definitely a little intimidating, not knowing all the guys, having never played with any of them, well, most of them. It being only my second time in camp. So in that respect it was a little difficult, but the guys did an awesome job of welcoming me in. It was a great bunch of guys, fun to be around. When I got on the field, they gave me confidence to play my game, and I tried to do that. First caps are always special. Obviously, it's a huge honor, to finally get the call up and get into a game, and to be in such a big tournament as the Gold Cup for me, it just made it extra special. To be a part of a team, that went on to win the championship, and to know that I was a part of it and helped out a little bit, it was a great feeling.
He's got something that I haven't really seen ever. He's got brains, and I don't mean that in a sense that other defenders don't have it, but he's really a smart defender.
I definitely try and use my brain to my advantage. I'm obviously not the most physically gifted guy out there. So, I have to use other parts, to make up for that, and, I try and stay a step ahead of the forwards in the mental aspect.
Everyone jokes around he only had 6 fouls last year, or he only has 10 fouls. But there's a reason for that.
It's just my style of play, more intercepting passes, than committing fouls. I don't like to commit fouls in our, especially our third defensively. There's just way too many creative guys out there that can score off free kicks, score off penalty kicks. A lot of games are off free kicks, and a lot of the times fouls are needless. It's just all about positioning.
He reads the game before it happens, and I think it only benefits the Revolution and the U.S. team to have a guy like Parky as an option to play in the back.
Married life's been great. Obviously, it hasn't been for long. I've been with my wife for about probably 6 days since we've been married, and then I took off to come out here and spend my honeymoon with all the rest of the U.S. guys. So not a huge change. Maybe when I get back into town, it'll be a little different. It's funny, all the guys laugh that all the MLS players, they all have gotten married in December or January. There's really no other time. So it's unfortunate for the wives that want to get married in the fall or the summer. That's just how it has to be. But we made the best of it by going down to Aruba, so it worked out great.
Ralston tried to play that early one. You see Parkhurst there trying to catch the keeper off his line. Oh my goodness! Michael Parkhurst from downtown Toronto! Are you kidding me? First ever career goal from 60 yards.
They had just started the attack, Toronto did. The ball out the right-hand side. A defender had it, and I saw he was looking to try and play it to a forward's feet. I intercepted the pass and happened to take a good first touch. There was nobody in front of me, and given the circumstances, I didn't really have anybody to play the ball to, forwards or anything. It was just too tight.
And when I saw Parky's head look up, I made about like a 25-yard run to show for the ball, and of course, he just decides to boot it. So the first words, can't tell you what the first words out of my mouth were, but I was a little ticked off that Parky didn't look at me, play the ball.
So, I've thought about it in the past. I've always told our midfielders every now and then, keeper's off his line. If you get a chance, have a chance. I never thought I'd be able to do it, but everything just worked in my favor, the good touch, open space. So I just had a crack at it and shocked myself.
I look up, I'm like, gosh, wait a minute, this is going in. So it was one of those moments where I was mad for about 10 seconds and happy for 2, and obviously Parky's first shot on goal was a memorable one.
Look at this, he steps in front of the defender and looks up, keeper's out. Perfect, back of the net, doesn't even bounce in. And he has silenced the crowd here. He's silenced us up here, but that's goal of the year.
You know, anytime you're playing well, the team's having success. You know, obviously New England's had a lot of success, and you know, since I've been there, you know, that gives you confidence individually.
Hey, he's been great. You know, obviously since he's been on the team, we've lost 3 finals in a row. So Parky's been good for us in that aspect. No, Michael's a great kid. You know, he's been a huge part of our success. I think it says a lot for Steve Nicol to find a guy like Parky to bring him in, and the kid only continues to get better.
You know, myself, like other guys from the Revolution, we're a confident group. Not overly confident, but you know, we're confident in our abilities, and I try and take that to the international level. Obviously, it's a little different, but you know, you try and use whatever confidence there is. You know, you want to always play with as much as possible. We try and take little bits of what we learn here in, you know, with the U.S. back to our club team, and you know, try and be role models for, you know, younger guys that are coming into the team. You know, just working hard and you know, trying to bring some of the attributes from the U.S. team, you know, back home. You know, obviously younger guys coming into the league are looking up to guys that are on the U.S. national team. You know, that's how it was for me when I was coming into the league, and I'm sure that's how it is for guys coming in. So I think we do have a responsibility to bring that to the table, you know, with the club teams. Anytime you have the little patch on you know, the breast right here, that's, you know, U.S. national team, it's special. You know, everybody recognizes it in the U.S. soccer world, and a lot comes with it. So you know, you try and wear it proudly and, you know, represent it well.